Hello, this is Kellie Nightlinger with WildWomanOutdoors.com. Today I'm here with Kevin Gratton, and he owns Wind Power Windsurfing and Kiting Center in Fond Du Lac, Wisconsin on Lake Winnebago. Kevin, could you explain a little bit about what type of classes that you offer here at the shop?
Well, we started out as a windsurfing shop, and I started teaching windsurfing lessons in 1983, and we have grown, expanded. We now teach sailing lessons for sailboats. We teach a lot of youth sailing. We teach youth windsurfing classes in the summer. We also do kiting. When kiting came out in late 1990s, I started kiting, and in 2006, when the safer kites came out with more D-power, I started teaching kiting lessons, which I prefer to do in the wintertime. It's the easiest time to learn. You can learn in 2 to 3 hours out on the lake in the winter on a snowboard or skis. And we also have stand-up paddle boards that we do.
And you have kayaks as well, right?
Yep.
And
Kayaks.
can you explain a little bit about what kiting is for beginners that may not be familiar with that sport?
Kiting is where there's different kinds of kites. There's foil kites that you'll see, like stunt kite people flying and stuff. And then there's also inflatable kites where there's a leading edge of the kite that you blow up with air so the kite will float. It's easier to relaunch on the water. But anyways, the kite has lines that are about 80 feet long, and the kite will pull you on a surfboard type of a board, which we have some boards over here, or it can pull you on a wake style type board like we have here, and you can ride on the water. It'll also pull you on skis or a snowboard on the snow, and it'll take you up a hill, so you can go on hilly terrains. I mean, out in Utah, that's very popular in the winter up in the top of the mountains.
Awesome. All right, Kevin, can you tell us a little bit about what other types of products that you offer here through your business?
Well, we offer a complete line of windsurfing gear. In our area, because we don't have a lot of really high winds, we tend to specialize more in larger boards for lighter wind conditions all around sailing. What you're seeing here, these boards here that are a little bit bigger, these boards that are smaller here and shorter, they're more for high wind conditions, boards like this, when it's really windy. So we specialize in teaching a lot of beginner classes and advanced classes, and we also do a lot of racing here. We're real active with racing and support that.
You have some races yourself that you sponsor, correct?
Right.
And I see the Nash signs above you. Are you a Nash dealer?
Yes, I'm a Nash dealer. I was a Mistral dealer till they got sold, and I try to sell quality products that I personally would use myself, products that are going to take a lot of hard use and hold up. We also specialize in parts, and we have a lot of parts over here on the wall, parts for windsurfers, parts for the sails, all the different parts you'd need, mostly for windsurfing. We do have some for kiting. We also sell all the kite gear, kites, the boards, and everything.
And stand-up paddle boards as well.
Stand-up paddle boards.
And kayaks.
We sell winter sailing gear.
What do you mean by winter sailing gear for those who may not know?
We sell like skateboard types. We call them free skates or Hiberna boards that we can sail on the ice with.
And how do you do that? What propels the boards?
We use windsurfing sails.
Okay. And I see you have some apparel here as well. You have some clothing and shoes, water shoes.
Yep, we sell a lot of water shoes.
How many parts do you think you have, or how many products do you think you have online now, approximately?
We probably have 600 plus things online.
And you have
in
a
our online
warehouse
store.
full of things that aren't even online yet,
Right,
correct?
I probably have half my inventory online.
So if you need a product, more than likely it's a good idea to give you a call or an email to see if you have it in stock and you actually don't have it online yet.
Right. There's a lot of people have older equipment, older boards, and an old Mistral board or actually any of the boards, they last. Some of them are 30 years old now and they're still fine, and they still will serve the person. But parts like the universal joint or fin or mass track parts will break, and I try to have parts to keep these people on the water using that equipment.
You also have older boards and older sails as well, right?
Yep.
Some like classics, if you're looking for some
Right.
classic that you might have started on back when you got into the sport.
I actually had a Mistral Hokipa that I bought on closeout back in the late 80s, and it hung in the shop for over 25 years, and I just sold it to a lady in Italy and shipped it all the way to Italy.
So you do a lot of worldwide shipping of products,
Right.
and you get students also from across the country and beyond sometimes as well, right?
Right. We teach in my private advanced classes. I teach people from all over the country. They'll come here for learning how to get into foot straps or how to use a harness or jibing.
And you also have a vacation rental that's available if they would like to stay right across the street on the lake.
Right. It's 2 doors down from the shop. They got a view of the lake. They just
Can you
have to
describe a
walk
little bit
across the
about your
street.
lake and the
Lake-
type of activity that goes on here?
Sure. We are blessed to be on the southeast corner of Lake Winnebago. There's a park there called Roosevelt County Park, and the shop is right across the road. This is a park where people windsurf on this end of the lake and kite. It's also a lot of boaters come and park their boats and swim. Other people park and enjoy the park. It's nice and sandy. It's great for lessons out there because it's shallow for quite a ways out. And the lake itself, being that it's such a big lake, 28 miles long by 13 miles wide, we tend to get better wind here than a lot of other smaller lakes in the Midwest. So this is one of the best sailing spots as far as wind goes. And
in the wintertime, you also have a event called the Sturgeon Stampede.